Mm-hmm. Okay. Hmm. Uh...
I've dated women, and they're like, I hate all men. And I'm like, okay, well, our table's ready, so what are we going or not?
By the way, Ashley and I make fun of men too, but we have like great fathers and brothers,
yeah,
friends.
Most do. Most women who do hate men have great fathers,
Exactly.
brothers, and men.
Yeah, so we do think there's like great men. Obviously, you found one, so did Ashley.
Yeah.
But like, how do you live at that sort of like intersection of the two?
I mean, I think it's a lot simpler than people think. I think people overcomplicate it. It's just, I'm not talking about you.
Amen.
But it doesn't change the inherent fact that men are evil. That is true. Like man as a whole is evil. Like just as an entity, a general idea, men have inflicted violence and oppression on the world in ways that are irreparable. Like it's okay if we say that out loud. It's okay if we say that men are inherently evil. It's like it's not all men, but for some reason, always a man.
If you read the Bible, it actually says that Eve was the first to eat the fruit of the knowledge of good and evil. And then Adam simped and listened to her, and he also took a bite.
I have a riddle. I'm loud and obnoxious. I like music that rhymes. I'm an eighth of the population, but I commit half of the crime. Who am I?
I've had one too many shots. I don't know.
Come on, take a guess.
It's a riddle. I think that's a riddle. Can I phone a friend?
Yeah, phone your friend.
Oh, you said a riddle. You said a riddle.
Okay, maybe all four of you can figure it out combined, all right?
I'm ready.
Okay, I'm loud and obnoxious. I like music that rhymes. I'm an eighth of the population, but I commit half of the crime. Who am I?
What?
You are correct.
Ding, 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 ding.
You guys didn't win anything. I don't know why you got so excited. But
No, you serious?
you were right.
Connecticut bear caught on camera.
What the fuck? Oh, he's looking at Zuzu, he says.
This must be Zuzu's playset.
Is he gonna go down the slide? Oh my gosh. There he goes.
Exactly. He went down his right little boy. He went down.
Y'all better tell your kids, don't pet that dog.
JD Vance's response to someone's chair breaking at his event went from serious to hilarious in just a few seconds.
Or the federal government, there's a lot of...
Just a second, man. We okay? Kamala Harris built this platform behind us. That's what happened.
I love it. JD. My dog brought home his new friend.
If that isn't cute. Is that your baby? Huh?
What is in your mouth?
And there he is.
No, Munchie! Munchie, leave him. Drop him.
Because tonight will be the night that I will fall for you over again. Don't make me change my mind.
If unborn babies have a right to citizenship, doesn't that mean life begins at conception? Liberals.
Give me a second. Let me process that.
One thing that I was attacked on more than anything in my entire life is saying that I think it's ridiculous to have a trans woman compete against women in mixed martial arts. If you gave Brock Lesnar a sex change and put him in a dress, he's gonna run through every woman that's ever lived in the history of women. There's not a single woman that's gonna be able to deal with that bone structure, that mind that guy has had with testosterone pumping through it for 39 years.
Tough woman can beat a variety of men, but a really tough man can beat all women. That's the problem.
That people don't like to hear these things. They want to pretend that you can even out the playing field with hormones. No, you can even it a little. You want to have them do it in chess? You want to have them do it in something that's non-physical? Sure.
The Daily Wire is about to run this We're Not the Crazy Ones clip on TVs all over Los Angeles. I can't wait to see the liberal meltdowns.
Here's to the not crazy ones, the level-headed, the sane. Here's to the ones who know that boys are boys and girls are girls, and know that women have babies, men do not. Here's to the ones who don't burn down businesses or smash windows just because they felt they had some right to. The Daily Wire. Here's to the not crazy ones. Because the crazy ones, they're still out there, and they really are nuts.
They're peeking out of the ground, so I did what any sane man in my shoes would do. Started digging. You already know. Turns out it's a bit bigger than we thought. Women don't understand. This is the peak male experience.
Yes, it
Finding
is.
a big ass boulder and digging it up. Try to pull it out with the truck. Gonna bend your frame with that thing, boy. I even dug out a bunch of it by hand. So I decided to bring in the heavy machinery. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. You don't even know. This guy's gonna be talking about this boulder to his friends and family for the next several decades. Did I ever tell you where that big old boulder in my front yard came from? Hooey, do I got a story for you. He's even got a spot picked out for it. That's his pride and joy.
My 14-year-old is officially pregnant and having a child. Before you guys come for me, she has been in a relationship since she was 12 with the same guy. He is also 14, okay?
That doesn't make it better. You're
Doesn't make it
excited
better at
about
all.
this? Are you nuts?
Okay, so I don't want to hear any of the weird stuff, okay? So
The weird stuff is a 14-year-old impregnating another 14-year-old and you being excited about it.
Oh, at first I was a little taken back when she said that her boyfriend were trying for a baby because
and they were trying?
She's 14.
What the
and
fuck?
I was like, girl, like, you can't handle a baby at that age.
She voted for Kamala.
But she knows I really love puppies and I really love kids. And we talked about it and we sat down. She said she thinks she's ready and that she's mature and she's a lot more mature than the kids in her class. That she's been with him for 2 years and that they think that they're ready. And I brought up the concern, like, hey, you're in school. How are you supposed to go to school? And she said, well, Mom, you love kids. You can watch my baby during the day. And I sat around thinking and I got lonely one night and I realized, low key, that's a great idea. So I gave her the green light. I told her if it happens, it happens. If it don't, it don't. But, like, I'll help you every step of the way. And within 2 or 3 weeks after telling her that, we just got the positive test today. And
it's called parenting, lady. You should try it.
And I'm about to take her to the doctor so that we can confirm it. But I'm excited. I'm about to be a grandma, you guys.
I guarantee this lady was also a teen mom. Like mother, like daughter.
Yeah, probably.
Nova here.
Do you remember this guy?
So wait, Texas has been cheering on ICE all across the country and now y'all want sympathy for a flood? Have you lost your minds?
Check this out.
To the moms, to the dads, to the families that lost everything in that flood in Texas, I am so sorry. I made a video really flippantly.
Really flippantly?
Where I was very crass, I was very harsh.
Crass. harsh.
I've always fancied myself caring about all people.
Oh, really?
Oh, I don't feel sorry for you.
See, the thing is that Eric there was trying to run for public office in Virginia.
Dawn's just a little sleepy.
And now
but I'm
he's
sure
afraid.
Some snuggles
He's
and treats will
afraid
perk me right up.
that,
Wanna help?
oh shit,
Wag's tail, hopefully.
the internet's forever. So now he's on his apology tour.
Imagine a white person saying this about black people.
I get that white people are not used to people telling them and calling them out on their racism.
No,
telling
black
them
people
about
aren't.
their double standards and how you wouldn't give a damn about other children and how there's children in ICE detention right now who y'all don't give two about. There's no prayers going up for them. But we're supposed to stop the world and stop everything we're doing to go and hunt for these little missing white girls. Again, I actually have empathy.
This girl said there's children in ICE detention. He's drawing an equivalent to kids who are drowning and floating away in houses, who are in the most terrifying times of their lives, run down a creek, killed, left for dead, mangled by all of this stuff, and then first responders who have to go out and pick these dead bodies up. That's equivalent to kids going into the detention center because their parents are illegally in this country in an air-conditioned facility with food and resources for them to be able to be processed out of this country. That's the same as children floating down a river.
Hey, Officer Tatum tells it how it is, man. All right, that was pretty heavy. Let's bring it up a little bit with something that we're happy was caught on camera. Those like wicker chairs, y'all, they do not last. Bro is out cold. Y'all, the lighting crew's doing him dirty, y'all. Only they could stay puppies forever. My neighbors love petting our corgi, but they have a hard time reaching her. Aw, this better be wholesome, y'all. Today I looked out and saw this. They built her steps to reach her better? Oh, that warms your damn heart. Glow up of the century. Okay.
EBT now has some new rules and it's limiting how much money people are getting.
The changes are mostly hardening requirements for like lifelong perpetual freeloaders, mostly expanded work requirements.
We have some women in the first clip complaining about it.
Oh my God! What me and my kids gonna do? I only got $60 in my food. They cut my food stamps to $60. What me and my kids gonna do? I got about 6 kids. What is that gonna do, $60?
It's always about the kids, man. It's not that hard to have a kid. You just have to open your legs to any man that's willing. I don't know why we have to keep using our tax money to pay for your 6 kids from 6 different baby daddies.
And my public housing, like what I'm finna do? I done got an eviction letter. Like, what am I finna do? I was living 3 years rent-free.
Remember when it was supposed to be temporary, y'all?
Everyone's so confused. What am I supposed to do?
What every other functioning member of society does? I don't know. Maybe start there.
Everyone figures something out. Yeah. Marry someone who works or go work yourself.
I got about 6 kids. She's estimated.
And there's not one guy?
There's not one father?
I don't approve with cutting off U.S. aid. Because, like, historically, since the Kennedy administration, it's...
1 second, USAID or USAID?
Oh, U.S. aid.
Like foreign aid, you mean? Okay, not the institution USAID.
I mean, doesn't it do the same?
No, it's 2 different things, right? If we want to give money to Ukraine, for example, that is United States aid to a foreign country, right? USAID is an independent agency that's like, we want to give $2.2 million for drag queen shows to Colombia, they do that.
Interesting.
So that's what they cut off.
I did read foreign aid was frozen to various countries around the world besides like Israel, Ukraine, and Egypt.
So yeah, you're conflating the two actually. So our foreign aid that we give countries, it was temporarily frozen and then it was reviewed and then it restarted again. They took away from places that the the current administration doesn't believe that we should invest in. USAID was just receiving like $50 billion from Congress, and they would allocate that money to like crazy things. Like I'm talking about DEI things for Ireland for $75,000, or the drag queen shows in Colombia for $2.2 million.
Or transition surgeries, or Sesame Street in Iraq.
That was paused, and the majority of that agency is gone now.
You're saying majority of the agency was closed down, but what about the larger aid that went to countries like, let's say South Sudan?
Who's to blame here? Is it the college students, or is it their teachers that are indoctrinating them? The real cost of ICE raids.
No, the Hispanic people not doing nothing bad. They're not stealing nothing. Okay, do nothing but please open the doors for the parents.
I won't make fun of a crying child, but I will make fun of the network that thinks that putting them on air is going to change anybody's mind.
I'm stuck over there in jail.
If you don't want your kids upset, come to America legally. If you don't want your kids upset, don't drink and drive. If you don't want your kids upset, don't break the law and do something that could endanger you from staying with them.
When I was in elementary school, I had no idea if my teachers were married or single, or definitely not what their sexual orientation was. I barely knew what sex was.
Yep.
I was allowed to be a child. You see, no one pushed their weird ideologies on me.
Really, the only way you would know if a teacher was married would be a wedding ring, or if they were Ms. or Mrs. And we sure as hell didn't know or care where they stuck their genitalia.
The same people that call President Trump an idiot couldn't tell Joe Biden had dementia, and Kamala Harris couldn't form a complete sentence.
Yeah, hard to trust their judgment.
What does that tell you?
Los Angeles is finally getting serious now. Either they're all unemployed or they get paid to protest. Those are the only two possible outcomes. It's been weeks now, y'all.
They love to tell you that they are not after your children, right? My boys were downstairs eating breakfast while
Oh no, they got the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles too.
watching Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, right?
Damn.
Luckily they went upstairs before this scene came on, but I let the movie just keep on playing as I was cleaning down here. And as you see, LGBTQA, you got the trans flag up there, you got pride awareness, you got a rainbow, another rainbow. Down here it says lesbian, it's hard to see, but that says lesbian. And this is a kids movie. It says family and kids, kids and family. That's what it says, right? They're in a school, mind you. These people right here are in a school. That's already weird. But to have all this displayed in a children's movie is just weird. Why would you do that?
No, and we've lost twice. We lost twice when women ran.
Yeah.
I mean,
but is there no distinguishing factors to each woman and why they might have lost? Is there no nuance? Or
Hillary Clinton was one of the most qualified candidate in presidential.
She carried a lot of Clinton baggage, but she was polarized.
Yeah, but you know what? I'm fine because
it's because they were women. What a $50 plate should look like.
Okay, 50?
You get like 3 chicken wings and a few fries. Are there 2 $20 bills tucked in there?
A few weeks ago, she's like, I want to work out with you. You like to work out. I want to work out too. You can push me, make me better. I want you to be my coach. Starting tomorrow, you're going to push me, make me better, and be my coach and work out with me tomorrow, okay? You're in charge of be the leader here. Be the leader. So tomorrow, we're going to work out. You're going to be my coach. Next day comes. Hey, honey, you ready to work out? You need to mind your own business is what you need to do. That's what I was doing yesterday when you asked me to help you work out.
This has happened so many times with my wife. We need to eat healthy. You need to help me eat healthy. We need to eat healthy. Next day. All right, honey, let's go get a salad. This doesn't sound good. I want something yummy. Oregon man goes to jury duty in full Sarah Palin drag.
And it is not illegal in the state of Oregon to get into drag for jury duty. And by checked, I mean I asked my friend who's a judge. And the thing about doing drag when you go to jury duty is that if you are late, it is not like any other gig. You might go to jail.
Hello, my fellow Americans.
I feel like he would get sent home. Y'all, if CNN is admitting that Americans want illegal aliens deported, it must be so true that they can't even deny it.
Deport all immigrants who are here illegally. 55% the New York Times. Marquette, 64%. CBS News, 57%. ABC News with a slightly different question, 56%. So what you're seeing essentially here is a very clear indication that a majority of Americans, in fact, when they're asked this blunt question, which I believe gets at the underlying feelings, do in fact want to deport all immigrants who are here illegally. There's no arguing with these different numbers because they're all essentially the same across 4 different polls.
Look, New York Times, CBS, ABC News, they all say majority of Americans want them deported.
I would say our country should be more fearful of white men across our country because they are actually causing most of the deaths within this country. We should be profiling, monitoring, and creating policies to fight the radicalization of white.
Didn't she marry a white guy?
Jesus.
Wasn't expecting that.
2 rescue breaths and 30 chest compressions. Okay. We want nice, steady compressions.
What? Look at Trap. That's CPR that'll save a life.
I was teaching a CPR class one time at this business, and one of the ladies there full mounted the dummy and just started going crazy with the chest compressions. I couldn't stop laughing long enough to tell her she just needed to kneel to the side of the dummy.
Oh, thanks. I used to be a lifeguard.
What did you do? I don't know.
Where am I?
You were too good at CPR. Good.
What the hell just happened? Johnny and Buck. Damn, they just want to pull.
Damn, look at those legs. Holy shit.
Damn. And that's still only 2 horsepower, y'all. When they wake you up at 6 a.m. for a walk.
I want to go home. Okay, I want a beer. I want an ice cream sandwich. I want to take a nap. And then I'm going to take a...
Y'all, I can wake my dog up at any time, and they will be ready to go for a walk. I mean, ready.
Have you ever seen that video? No. Pull that video up, because it's one of my favorites.
By the way, I want to say officially for the press, it's about 110 degrees in this room. Nice job with the air conditioning, whoever. You know what the press will say? They'll say, Trump didn't look well. He was extremely wet. It's 104 or 5 degrees in this room.
24 hours later.
You think he's well?
Memo. No.
Sweating that much?
In a million different ways, I don't think he's well.
I mean, Marco Rubio didn't sweat that much.
Correct.
That was a lot of sweat.
What does your poster mean?
My poster says the only minority that destroys America is the rich.
Why?
Because look at what's happening. Literally landfills have closed because of the rich, corporations, gas companies, everything right now is happening because of the rich. Look at
Why does she sound like Forrest Gump? Mama says stupid is as stupid does.
the 2 grown men having an argument on a platform and they don't want to expose them when they already know that they've been rapists and confected felons. But Donald Trump and
Confected felons?
Elon, he exposed him only when it was at his benefit.
No days off. No days off. You pump that gas, you get that burn.
So let me get this straight. Democrat President Joe Biden is sharper than ever? Lie. Elizabeth Warren, Native American? Lie. Sarah McBride, a woman? Lie. Tim Walz, combat veteran? Lie. Kamala Harris, McDonald's worker? Lie. AOC, girl from the Bronx? Lie. And now, socialist Zoran Mamdani identifies as black.
You can do it, little buddy. Oh, he brought him his toy. There goes my hero, armed with a helmet and filled with hate.
Back the fuck up! Back the fuck up!
Damn, does Megamind really need a helmet? You could probably advertise on that billboard forehead.
I'm not scared of you, you're a bitch. You're a fucking straight coward. You're a straight pussy ass bitch.
Yo, man.
Meth mode engaged.
So I don't ever get political on here, but I happened to post a picture of my family and I out on the 4th of July on our boat, proudly displaying the American flag. And unfortunately, I got a lot of disrespectful